Hello everybody, welcome to episode 8 of the Joel Lemmy Show series, Swinging Around Tuesday. Hey, you there! I want to remind everybody that if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And right now, YouTube says that over 90% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it would really help, and with that... Hello everybody, I'm Joel Lemmy, your guys' host for episode 8 of the Joel Lemmy Show series, Swinging Around Tuesday, but today I'm going to be talking about a couple of things regarding my personal life that also regard around things I'm doing here on the YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and start with some things that I did in my personal life that you guys might be interested in hearing. So the first thing that I thought I would actually mention is just some small things, like once again, I do have the drone setup, which I did mention that in episode 6 of the series, actually, excuse me, episode 7, the last episode of the series that I did last week. And then I also had to replace the servo in the CR12 because the servo saver, the little port that clips onto the bottom here that actually connects to the rod that steers the axle back and forth, actually broke. So I had to go to my dad, and thankfully enough, he was sort of thankful enough to actually be able to help me fix that and give me a new servo and a new servo arm, a new bar to connect the two, and all kinds of stuff. That, and also the CR12 has lighting again, which is all kinds of cool, as the CR12 has actually not had lighting for quite a while now, ever since I took it to San Diego when I went on a mini vacation there. And then a couple of things regarding last week's videos. Let's go ahead and quickly skim over those for those of you that didn't watch any of those or just didn't get a chance to. So, like usual, on Monday, we saw a Sketchlicious Monday. I drew Jack from Vivzy Pop's Zoophobia, and then we had the last episode of this series, episode 7, and then we had my Fable, the Cat and the Fox. That is a special thing that I had to do for a school assignment a while ago. I modified the file and did a couple things to it, and then uploaded a version of it to YouTube. Now, it has actually been premiering on my channel for quite a while now, but it went public on Wednesday of last week, so if you want to go watch that, you can. It's sort of like a animation, but not an animation. It's a bunch of stills that I put together in a Photoshop program, and then filmed some audio and put that over top of it in another editing program. And then on Thursday, we had Gaming Thursday episode 52. We're getting up there in numbers, which keep in mind that is the longest running series here on the Joel Lemmy Show ever. So Gaming Thursday episode 52 was a Fallout 4 video where I showcased my factory in Fallout 4. And then on Friday, I reviewed the Axial SCX-10, actually, excuse me, SCX-124, and then we had that, which was a ready-to-run four-wheel drive little RC car, which the 24 stands for 1 to 24 scale, so it was actually pretty small. This is actually 1 to 12 scale, hence the CR12 name, and the way that it works is, for those of you that don't know, Hot Wheels are in 1/64th scale. So the bigger the number that's behind 1, the smaller the car gets. So this is 1/12, and then a Hot Wheels 1/64, so it's like this. So you can imagine that the SCX-24 was probably about this big because it's in between those two. And then yesterday's video, even while it's not part of last week's videos, I thought I'd quickly mention it anyway. I drew Blitz from Hell of a Boss. I thought I would draw Blitz in particular because we just got another short relating back to the Hell of a Boss storyline with a Murder Family, and I really did like that animation, and as I did with a bunch of other things, like when the original Hell of a Boss pilot came out, when the when the Hazbin Hotel pilot came out, and also when Zoophobia came out, I drew some of the characters to show appreciation for how great I love those animations. And then also, this is something that I'm going to mention once again, but the week before last, I did make a Halloween special with my best friend Joseph. So, if you haven't watched that, that was part of the week before last videos, but it was a Halloween special, so in case you thought I didn't make a Halloween special or anything like that, just in case you missed it, that is currently public up on the channel, and once again, just like the Fable, it was actually premiering on my channel for a while, but it is it's called Spoopy Cause and Effect. You heard that right, Spoopy, S-P-O-O-P-Y, not Spooky. And cause and effect is sort of, well, you can think of it as if you're walking down the hall and, like, open your refrigerator, but instead of, like, having just one angle of you walking down the hall, when you open the refrigerator, you have a different camera that the scene cuts to of the camera that's in the refrigerator. So cause and effect is like a cause, you doing something, or something doing something, and then the effect is what that thing does, but we get to see that, like, up close in detail. So, like, in the or actually not the animation, in the video, I open up a door, and when I close it, rather than the camera staying stationary on a tripod that's far away from me, I filmed it separately another time, and when the door actually closes, it cuts to a shot that's right up next and close to it that has a really nice sort of a sound to it that I could then use. But anyway, that's everything regarding last week's videos that I thought I would talk about. And then also a couple of things regarding my personal life. I don't actually have a lot to talk about this week, but thankfully nothing really bad is going on in my life. So that's really nice. I'm very thankful for that as always. But anyway, with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video,